It's a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house.
And if these walls could talk...
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Pod leader.
Yes. Go and see.
Pod leader.
We were all rooting for you.
Yeah, this is Pod leader.
Pack your belongings and go home.
Pod leader.
Return to the law.
Hello, the world.
Oh.
Welcome back to Pod Lead'em, the best pod.
You want to try it again?
No, this is great. This is great. No, you know what? I don't want you to edit this, Alex. People need to know that I'm human.
That's right.
I make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
This is Pod Lead'em. That is Top Model Podcast spelled backwards.
Damn right it is.
It's a recap of the best reality show. I'm going to say it of history.
Oh.
Suck it, Top Chef.
Yeah.
And the challenge.
And Amazing Race. I don't care how many Emmys you win. I watched every single... You literally all name shows I watched all of too.
Oh, yeah.
Which was, to be fair.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Guys, hey, we are in the thick of it.
Mm-hmm.
We are at an iconic episode.
Are we going to introduce ourselves?
We are. But I'm
checking in.
going to say it because I think people need to know this is
It is
Cycle
iconic.
2, Episode 10, The Girl Who Cheated. I am JW Crump and Hoot Katoo.
I'm Alexander Price, and I know all about Italian sensuality.
I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and if you drop some bananas in my cage, I'm going to tear the peels off.
I almost chose that one too
Yeah.
because that was April becomes like a prose master
I
of this.
loved April in this episode, and
Ding,
we all
ding.
know how weird that is for me.
You have a boyfriend.
Sticking fingers together makes a ding sound apparently. Guys, if you've never even watched Top Model, beyond the infamous Cycle 4 we were all rooting for you
Yes.
speech,
Yes.
I feel like this is a moment that people
Yeah.
know because this is on so many reality top most shocking moments, top most crazy moments, there is no way to not discuss Top Model and discuss this episode. But what's so interesting is similar to some other stuff, upon revision, really taking a deep dive into the episode, I personally found my vision of what this was changed.
Yeah.
I will also say, like, we were all rooting for you, I don't think its power has diminished over time. Like, it's
No.
still hard to watch,
Yeah.
you know?
This
it's still,
is-
like, it
this
cuts
is
deep.
This is raw reality television.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But we start the episode with Joanna's evil laugh about Camille leaving.
Which is so bad because technically the first thing we see is this very nice note from Camille that some quotes I paused on it are good luck. I love all of you. Just own your own uniqueness. Good luck, everybody. Know that you have a friend in Camille. I'm just like, and then it cuts to Joanna in a very shady way to be like, the witch is gone. I'm like,
She
ugh.
earned it after last episode, though.
She did, but again, it's
Not a good look.
Well, it's so funny to show the note, then show that instead of just not showing the note.
It's also really funny.
Some editor loved Camille like me.
Both of these women are so capable of being gracious with everybody else and just have no graciousness left for each other.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Also, I'll say this. I wrote this note, and it's true already, but this is a tiny apartment. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's smaller than it first looked.
Yeah, for some reason, especially the bedrooms are literally just twin beds and a closet.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very small apartment, but I know that's what model apartments are.
And April says, every day that passes by is another day that brings us closer to our dreams.
Her new dream, which is being a model.
Her very deep, lifelong dream.
Yeah, she's always dreamed of this as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But Europe really she says at one point in the episode that Europe has opened her up. And you know what? Europe has opened her up. April is super fun in this episode.
She is great in this
This is
episode.
which is such a shame because this was the moment that I was like, oh, if
You could do the thing.
April could have won this, I'd have now been okay with it.
Yeah.
Also, I think they got to keep their sunglasses.
Yes, they did get to keep their sunglasses.
So they go for a shopping day
Mm-hmm.
because there clearly was so much drama last cycle about the shopping.
They're like, just all go shopping together. It's fine.
Wear the glasses,
Get it out of
go
your
shopping,
system.
and then
Buy that lotion.
And this is where I wrote, this is truly the era of the pointy-toed pump.
Oh my god!
Because every shoe that gets tried on is a pointy-toed pump.
Except for the pink ruffle shoe in the end.
Ugh.
But they go and they meet Stephen Fairchild, who I was very surprised is a heterosexual man.
I wrote, this is the greasy-haired man I want teaching me about sensuality.
Right?
I have a different note, which is hot. I loved
He's doing
Stephen
it for you?
Fairchild. Well, I'll
What?
also say this. Stephen Fairchild, for me, is one of the least grimy people we've had
He gets
on.
less grimy as the
it
episode
goes
goes
on.
on. I think his first appearance is his grimiest in
Yes.
the episode.
I think it's just awkward because he literally, like, when they come in, he's like, Joanna kind of hugs him and he's like, I'm going to give each of you a kiss. And then he gives the cheek kiss. He doesn't like
Yeah.
kiss them. But it's just funny that he's
weird
the
way to
only
say
person that ever has announced it. Like, just so you know, production told me to kiss.
This is also just my bugaboo, is that, like, like, his fashions, some of them look pretty good. He dresses terribly.
So bad.
It annoys me so much that he's critiquing these women's outfits when he's wearing unfitted garbage.
It's also hard when he tells them to like remove coats,
Mm-hmm.
and then like so we get to Joanna, and we'll jump around a little bit.
Yeah, so they're in his studio, and basically he tells them to go through, pick out an outfit, and then he's going to critique them on what they picked.
And Mercedes says, I think I know this one. And that's what she says. It's haute couture or whatever.
Hokuto.
Haute couture.
She also says she knows about Italian sensuality in a Fat Albert style hat.
Oh, that really was a fat episode. That's so funny.
But so they tell April to remove her coat because she has beautiful shoulders or whatever,
And show her legs more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which has April ever had a problem showing her
I know,
body?
it's crazy how covered up she was. It's like, April, do what comes natural.
I actually thought she looked cute in the coat. But then we get to Joanna, where he tells her that her body is bad.
And they do this, like, extreme close-up on her lower back that made me so angry because there's nothing.
Also, what made me angry was he said, there's ways to cover that up. And I'm like, yeah, she did. She put a jacket on that you made her take off.
Yeah.
So she
literally did it.
I do think, to your point, Hannah, she is wearing clothing that's just a little too small.
small.
Yeah, that was my
Alexander
was
point.
really standing.
Sorry,
but
everyone's point.
But I agree with you.
Yeah, I think
Everyone's
she's
but my point.
She's just
I
wearing,
didn't understand. I was like, where does fat go?
I think she's just so obsessed with getting to size 2.
Yeah. Well, she might even actually be a size 2 and, like, trying to cram herself in a size 0, you know? Like,
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But I hated that close-up on her. Like, it was like the shaky cam close-up on her lower back. I was like,
It was-
fuck all the editors. Fuck everybody
It was
in this room right
gross.
now. I was mad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought for a second you meant, like, this room.
Yes, this room.
We did it. I requested more back fat shots, please.
I'm very mad at both of you.
Well, I'll show you. But yeah, so he basically tells them what's wrong with their style and how to fix it.
Oh, and then he redresses all of them. And some of the choices he makes.
We're not that great.
Yeah, specifically the fur shoulder wraps and Mercedes' hat.
The first shoulder wraps, whatever, Italian, whatever. That hat. And you know, of the 3 hosts, I am the one who's the least, like, fashion conscious. And when they hard cut to that oversized hat, I was like, it's like, who put a purse on her head? I don't understand.
She needed somewhere to put her meds.
Her hair's falling out, so they're just like, stuff it back in the hat.
I think it's important to note when we were doing the whole Joanna fat gate that they cut to April and talking about being like, that was rough. Like, this is because I appreciated that because it's not just a thing that we're thinking. The other women are also noticing that they are putting Joanna through this ringer.
Yes.
So I'm glad that that's acknowledged. So they're going to have a challenge now that they've theoretically learned about Italian sensuality.
Also, it just seems weird to me. Like, of all the designers they could have found to teach these women about Italian sensuality,
They chose an
They
American.
picked Stephen Fairchild. Just as a point.
Yeah.
The challenge is going to be they're going to go, it seems like tomorrow, but whatever. They're going to go at some point to a flea market with €200.
Yeah.
And they have to buy a complete outfit there.
Yeah.
And best embody Italian sensuality. And he goes ahead and tells them
What to buy.
what to buy, but also what the prize is going to be, which is they're going to spend Well, they all end up spending the night there, which whatever. But they spend a night at the villa, very nice party, meet some influential people, blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
It's another one of those meet cutes that they're creating.
It's also very funny to me. This really places this episode in time because none of them have heard of Lake Como. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is before George Clooney moved there.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
now
yeah.
everybody knows Lake Como.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that is the next day because we go back to the apartment where they're going to invite all the men over.
Mhm. They
Um,
have one of them has the number of one of the Vespa.
Yeah.
drivers.
Joanna.
Yeah.
Joanna calls what she calls the cute moped driver.
Who's
And,
the ugliest one?
well, but
But they're all
beyond
cute.
beyond that, yeah. How did he earn the distinction of
The cute one.
when all of them are fine?
Yeah.
So, also,
the one Joanna was horny for. Also, I kind of don't pay attention enough to be able to tell them apart because it does
oh, I
not
got all
matter.
their names.
Great, but
She hooks up with a different one than the one they call.
Yes,
Yes, she does.
But I would have loved
She
the
actually-
narrative of her calling the one Camille was in love with, and her being like, "And now I'm going to take the last thing that Camille had here," because Joanna is crazy like that.
But
Yes.
this is legit not about Camille. This is about Joanna's need for some vitamin D.
Yeah, but
Whoosh.
April has the best line where she says that the good thing about Italian men is you can shop with them and you can sleep with them.
But then she ends up, but I'm taken.
Yeah, she's pissed.
Yeah, April is like, I'm committed to my boyfriend and like certain people here, but I would love to also bone zone.
He gave me permission to bone women.
The whole getting the apartment ready sequence is really cute to me, particularly that like Joanna and Mercedes take the rug out to the courtyard
And
and
beat
like
it.
beat it.
And then it got stupido.
It's really cute and funny.
Yeah, it is like
Because
the
it couldn't have gotten that dirty.
No, but it's just like, oh, we're in Italy. Let's take the rug out and beat the dirt out of it. Like,
I really like that.
Incorrectly, too.
No.
Just on the ground. I love it. I love it. They're moving furniture around. They're really creating a
lighting some
moment.
candles.
So they invite Jean-Luc, Nico,
Mm.
Andrea, Orlando, and Nicolo.
Ooh.
Wait, there's 5?
Yes. One for each
One
of
for
them.
each of them.
But there's only 4 women.
No, there's
No, there's 4.
There are 4 women.
There is-
April, Shandy, Joanna,
Yeah,
Mercedes.
it's the double photos.
Oh, but they invite 5.
2 for Joanna.
Yeah, right. And,
Joanna has a first position and a backup.
and Nico's just up there masturbating alone.
But they also pick the ones that they hook up with are like that Joanna and Shandy
Yes.
hook up with look like them.
I really would love to bow to Joanna's game right now. Joanna in this sequence, I was really enjoying.
Oh, she
her.
got some game.
Yeah, she's
She
like,
does.
first,
Wait, but so before we
Mercedes is like, do you guys know who Britney Spears is? And then one of them is like, we live in Italy,
Yes.
not under a rock.
On a desert
On a
island.
desert island,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Castaway is I think what they say.
Wait, before we go into this, because I know what you're going to talk about with Joanna. I love that they bring over food and it's just marked lasagna. And then Mercedes goes, "You brought lasagna." Like we both got showed and told that by the editors.
See, they're eating.
Also, did they ask them to bring food?
They must have.
Yeah.
Because Mercedes seemed
But they're also Italian, so
shocked.
that
Yeah, that's
wouldn't be
true.
that weird.
That's true. That's
They're
true.
all drinking wine out of regular. It's a very cute, like, college kind of night.
It is.
And it seems pretty active. Like people are talking and having a good time.
Yeah.
Because usually when these things happen, it's pretty awkward.
And Joanna activates her college game where she's like, do you know what an MP3 player is? Come back to my room and look at my MP3 player.
Oh, what? And then
Oh, let's both wear headphones and sit on my bed.
And then she has a cute thing where she's like, it's like this. And then, you know, like, I guess your daddy buys your records, all right?
Uh-huh.
She's trying
And
to, like,
then-
neg
She
it.
also
Yes.
says wonderful in the bank as well as behind.
Okay, so he bites her wrist. She leaps
On
atop
top of
him.
him.
It is terrific. I was just like, yes, Joanna, get it done. And then she describes him as having wonderful assets both in the bank and behind.
What did she mean?
He's got a cute butt.
And his dick or his like he has money?
Money and a cute
Okay.
butt.
Yeah, I think she was
How
like,
did she know he had money?
rich and butt.
Because she was like, your daddy buys it for you. He must have said that he was
Oh,
rich.
got
Yeah,
it.
there was-
okay.
there-
He must have
okay.
said that
It
he
was
comes
never
from money.
outright
That's
stated,
why I was
but
confused.
He must have been the rich one.
Yeah. And he's cute. He does look like Joanna. They both have giant eyes and high cheekbones
Yes.
and big old mouths. And it's really cute because the whole time they're making out, like April and Mercedes just like look through the opaque door.
Which, it's all very college.
Yeah,
You're right.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
And then they decide everyone's gonna go in the hot tub.
Yeah. And
And-
this is where Shandy is clearly like 3 glasses in now.
I
Because Shandy, in the initial part, she's not flirting.
No.
Like, she's having a good time. She's being chill. And then I think she just drinks a little bit too much.
before we get to that, April's hanging outside and is like, I don't want to even go in.
She's
She-
like peeking around, looking at the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And finally
Well,
goes
also, it's very crowded.
It is super crowded.
If you haven't watched this episode, know that this hot tub jacuzzi situation was
in.
meant
Also,
for 2 people.
Where is this hot tub?
Maybe 4.
I don't think it's in the apartment. I
They
think
have
it's
the little courtyard where they beat the rug.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like in another part of the.
It might be like a shared thing for like several apartments. Because
Yeah.
this might be more of a hotel situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, everyone
Joanna
is-
is in a full suit in the bathtub because her body's so gross.
I thought she just like didn't take. I thought she like took off her pants and just got it in her
No,
shirt.
she had pants on,
Oh, did she?
full pants.
Oh shit.
But once again, Shandy, great kisser.
So they're all in the hot tub. They're all sitting on top of each other, and this is when April is like, "We're all like monkeys in a cage. If you throw some bananas in, we're gonna rip the peels
peel
off."
She also says, if you we're all just monkeys in a cage. If you throw a big banana in, we're gonna rip off the
tear the peels
tear
off.
the peels
And by
off.
peels, she
evocative.
means foreskin because they're Italian and uncircumcised.
No, I think she just means pants.
Okay.
But sure, Alex, that's what April
Make
meant.
it about foreskins.
I think April would talk about foreskin.
Either way, though, great metaphor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, amazing.
So evocative.
Just a prose master. This
She-
whole episode.
and then she sees Shandy
Mhm.
making out and just goes ding ding ding, you got a boyfriend, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But wait, you have a boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
I love it.
yeah, everybody's sitting on top of each other. They're sort of like grinding up against each other, and then Shandy and this Italian boy start full
Fucking.
like mouth fucking each other.
And then go to the bedroom and fully fuck.
It's hot.
It is hot. She's a great kisser.
Yeah,
And she also starts like leaned against him and like her. It's sexy.
it is sexy.
Yeah.
But-
So overall, Joanna's hooked up a little
Mhm.
bit. Shandy fully did.
Yes.
I don't think anyone else did. Or
No.
at least not a lot.
But it seemed like
April doesn't is
April didn't do anything.
April didn't want to.
everyone had fun until they all see what Shandy is doing, and
Well-
then I think all of them collectively are like, "Should
Well,
we say something? She has to live her own life. What do we do?"
Yeah.
Which I appreciate because like you can't just
That's a complicated situation.
it's not their job to step in.
business. Yeah.
But also, you got to take care of your drunk friends.
You do.
Like it's
It's hard.
It's a real murky situation.
Mhm.
And Shandy, seemingly, the way it's played out, it's like immediately after they fuck.
Well, so
She
they all
starts-
leave. Joanna has like a cute goodbye with
Yeah.
boy Joanna.
Yeah, they don't stay over.
No.
For a while, I thought this was the next morning, but then I realized that couldn't
No,
be true.
Shandy just immediately.
Is sobbing.
Yeah.
And they all kind of come in, and this was kind of a light moment in this horrible situation where April comes in to like comfort Shandy and bends over and is clearly not wearing underwear.
Yeah. They keep
And
like
and she's like trying to pull it down, and then finally she's like, fuck it.
yeah. It's not
And they
important
keep
right now.
blurring it out. They
Yeah.
keep blurring it out,
But
which
it
is
is, like-
really.
And Joanna's rocking Shandy like a
is
baby.
Just, like immediate rock bottom.
Well, Joanna is also, while Shandy is full rock bottom, sobbing,
Mhm.
curled over, crying, Joanna says a really odd thing for this particular situation.
Mhm.
In trying to comfort her, she just repeats over and over, "It's over. It's over. It's over." And then all I can think is, first, 2 things about that.
Mhm.
One, that sounds like something happened to
Happened.
Shandy.
Mm.
It's a weird way to word that. Second, or it sounds like she's saying her relationship with her boyfriend is over. Like, that's just a poor
I think what
comfort words.
I think she means like what's done is done.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Oh, I agree,
Yeah,
but
but
that
it's-
is terrible wording.
she's also they're all drunk. Is the
Yeah.
other problem.
Yeah.
Except for
just,
April.
April just also gets in bed with Shandy. It's like, we're just gonna cuddle tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all really cute with her. They're all really good to her. And Joanna says something to her about also like don't let this like
Break your spirit.
break your spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
which is really a
spirit.
sweet thing to say because they can see just how immediately devastated she is,
Yeah.
and it's really hard to.
I mean,
watch.
April literally says, girls cheat. It
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just men.
Mhm.
Yeah. The next morning,
It's the challenge.
April says one of my favorite lines though.
Oh.
The wine is starting to drain,
Oh.
and she's realizing what she did is pretty hurtful, which is a very intelligent way to say that. It is just hurtful. I also love the phrase "the wine is starting to drain," like out of her blood.
This is surprisingly, I think, because these women are all cool. Surprisingly non-slut shamey,
No.
generally. Especially for the era of pop culture we were in at that
Even
time.
Tyra later doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, she's like, nobody judges her for having sex.
No.
Yeah.
If anything, everyone's so understanding of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I almost have no notes on this challenge just because it's...
No, I also don't.
The one note I took, they're walking around the flea market. The one note I took is that Shandy does that thing that I love people do when she doesn't speak the language, but she tries to put on an Italian accent while she's speaking English to like fit in better, which I always think is so endearing.
It's too big.
Yeah, it's too big.
Too big.
John Gruner does that.
Oh.
No.
Do we have to bleep that name now?
No, I don't care.
Great.
He doesn't
Yay.
listen. So this was the only thing I had to say about this wasn't actually to do with the shopping, but the way that Shandy was behaving was almost as though I wondered if she had a history of like cheating or
when they're in the car and she's like, am I just going to do this over and over again? Am I going
She
to
does.
mess up everything good that happens?
I wondered if it was just drugs or if it was also some like self-sabotage in, you know what I mean?
I didn't think it was. I mean, I didn't read it like that.
Well, I think this is her first boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think she's done this, but I do think she maybe has had a history of making these kinds of
Bad decisions.
ideas of bad decisions and mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so like they're all in the van and they're driving to Lake Como and it's beautiful and the other three girls, they're enjoying themselves. They're in Italy and poor Shandy is just like catatonic practically.
Yeah.
No, she's going to have to talk to her boyfriend, but has to continue the day.
Is fully in the depths of self-hatred, just like drained. It's a bummer.
And they go to Lake Como and his villa is Villa Camilla. And all I want to think is the Camille's just like, son of a bitch somewhere. That would have been so funny for her.
But then we get this weird dynamic again with Top Model with this like low class, high class situation.
This is the most hilarious version of it, though.
But where they go like, you're going to sleep in my worst room of my house.
Mm-hmm.
He even laughs at it. He's like, and you're going to sleep here? I don't even think that was a bedroom. I think they created a bedroom for this moment because he was like, and you're going to sleep here. Because turns out everyone actually gets to stay at the villa.
Yes.
Just some are going to have an average experience and some are going to have the high class experience.
Well, it's so funny to me. The other thing is like the winners will get to eat dinner with the fashion crowd and then the other two get put at the kids'
Table.
Oh, we'll get
We'll
to
get
that.
to it.
Amazing.
It's so funny.
So then he also introduces them
wife.
to his wife, which, hey, smart man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's wearing like this boxy vented suit jacket that doesn't fit him. He looks like he's a child wearing an adult's jacket.
He does.
Hannah, that's Italian sensuality.
But we're going to judge these women's looks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So April goes first, and I just wrote slutty winter hooker.
Yeah.
She chose to do like a schoolgirl kind of skirt, pleated, and then
A big fur collar.
big fur collar. She looks like in an action RPG, like a costume skin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because that's the weird combination of
Battle gear.
And I will say, actually, one of my favorite looks on people is that weird time of year where you can have long sleeves but shorts or a skirt. I actually like
I love
that
that
look.
too, actually.
And she was trying to do that, but it was
so
very
winter.
junior and very winter.
It was very junior. And I think the shoes were too high.
Yeah.
I think
she
if
had
she
like
had worn a heel, she would have, instead of a boot, she would have been better.
shin high
off.
boots or whatever.
Yeah. She loves her boots.
Joanna's next, and I think it's the best Joanna's look.
Joanna looks good.
He just didn't like the pants or something, whatever.
They were
She
too
has a
wide.
really hard time finding pants that fit her
Wide
correctly.
leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shandy looks so chic. The
So
top
good.
is so amazing.
But Shandy has like stealthily had the best style all along. We've all said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Knows how
not
to
like
dress
the
up.
skirt is not my favorite, but the turtleneck with the exposed shoulder.
Also,
Ugh.
when she walks, A, her walk is
So much better.
And B, she takes off the jacket like a pro.
The jacket take off. The moment
Yeah.
that happened, I was like, I bet she wins this.
Yep. That was impressive.
Yeah.
And she obviously wins.
And a couple of them had jackets and could have also done that.
Mhm.
So it showed a little bit of like, I'm modeling right
Yeah.
now.
And then Mercedes is
I didn't even write anything for
fine.
Mercedes.
It was sort of like a boxy little jacket.
I actually didn't write for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Shandy obviously wins and picks Joanna
So then they go
to dinner.
to this dinner. That's one of my favorite things that's ever happened. So I'm sorry. This is fun. This is just stupid fun.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. there's one big tip. First of all, they almost do that Cycle 1 style reveal of silent.
They did.
Because everyone's just standing around this table when they enter. Luckily, it's not as awkward for as long.
Because they're not going into the Indian consulate.
Yeah.
They're just going into his dining room.
Which, let me point out, this house is very tackily designed. I did not like the villa. It was very tacky.
Oh, I loved it. I mean, it's just, I
did not like it.
I did not observe either way.
Guys, it's Italian sensuality. And if you can't learn it, I don't know what I have for you with this episode. It's a big round table. Very nice. Very decorated. Good meal. Lots of actual seeming like models and like agents and designers and whatever.
And they ask them they want to talk about fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the tiniest itty bitty, but within eye shot table.
Romantic.
Yeah. For April and Mercedes.
In another room.
It's so funny.
Like
it's
a room
so
that's fully visible from the main room.
It's so embarrassing. It's so stupid. Like they had to bring in this table. It's like a side table. It's not a dining room table.
No.
But
a little cafe table.
So everyone gets served the meal, and also just during it, just a bug shows up. And they freak out, and
they're like, "What's going on?"
And Fairchild is me like, "What's going on over there?" When
it was a bug.
But it was a bug. Fun. It's as if the bug was brought in by production to make their experience even worse somehow. But Mercedes and April, to their credit, have kind of fun with this.
They do. They don't take it too seriously.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can take that seriously.
Yeah.
But then. This is Joanna's dream.
Oh,
because it is people talking about the industry. She gets to talk Kate Moss. Mm-hmm. She gets to talk designers, and Shandy, unfortunately,
she's also like the model in the room,
right?
Yeah,
and also Shandy just both is in a mood that she cannot shake, and also is the worst at talking about designers and stuff.
Yes. Out of
so
her
this
element.
is real out of her element, which is a shame because. Everyone seemed pretty polite and nice and like, let's talk, let's do this, that's whatever. It seemed like a legit pretty good prize, and none of us at Pod Leadem are very big fans of dinner prizes, but this is one of the more fun and interesting ones.
Yeah.
Group dinner is always better with like industry people.
Yes.
I mean, it's no old dirty bastard, but it'll
do. So then we get this weirdly coded Tyra mail.
Yeah.
That's like, it's basically like,
You've all gotten to know each other.
You've all gotten to know each other really well and other people. And it's very like...
And Shandy is immediately like, do you think she knows? Tyra knows everything.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised the edit left that in of her being like, do you think they did that because they know what happened last night?
Yeah.
Like, it was weird.
It was weird. And then we have...
And then she changes into the Shanthrax shirt of shame.
Uh-huh.
Like, I really feel like she's like, I'm the worst. I have to put on this shirt. And she calls Eric.
Yeah. It's also, I didn't remember it being at the villa, which makes it even more awkward.
Yeah.
Because of all the people that must have heard this conversation. Because it's not quiet.
It's also interesting. I wonder about the mechanics behind it because later on there's a thing where they all get to make a phone call. And I'm like, they don't just have this phone all the time.
No, this cell phone.
Yeah. So she must have had to get it from production.
Yeah.
And it's like, the scene where she tells Eric.
So... I'll describe the general what happens, and then let's get into this because this deserves a deep dive. It's a top model staple moment. It's a rough scene, and basically what happens is Shandy calls Eric, her boyfriend, tells him what happened. Huge fight, hangs up.
Yeah,
like that's
he hangs up.
Yeah. She does, and it happened. Click. But the fight goes through a lot of different stages of emotion, and it's one of those things that I remember this playing out is very anti-Shandy. She cheated on him. Mm-hmm. It's hypocritical for all this other stuff. However, some of the specifics of what Eric says and these other things, upon a revisit
and a growth of you.
Yeah, and you're right, Alex. If I'm being very honest, the growth of me as a person, mature, I'm sure all of us.
Yeah, of course.
Like, but me specifically, I was a jerk.
But there's a huge difference watching this episode when you're a teenager and when you're a 30-year-old.
Yes.
Yeah,
and also any of the edits of this leave out this stuff. Like when it's just on a highlight reel.
Yeah,
it just mostly says the kind of now infamous line, "You had sex?
You had sex?"
Because she starts the phone call. And she says, he's like, how are you doing? She's like, not good. He's like, oh, well, what's wrong? And she says, I did something I have to tell you about. He said, what? He gets very scared
Yeah.
sounding. He's
What
like,
did you do?
Just tell me. Just what did you do? It's like, what's the worst thing I could do?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, you had sex? Very shocked, very pained, etc. And then it starts for a while with her just trying to,
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. And he's like, how could you do this to us? All this. Then it shifts at some point from sadness and shock to anger and a lot of toxic masculinity bullshit.
You're not Shandy.
This isn't you.
How can I hug you?
He calls her a stupid bitch.
Yeah, that's the worst one. You stupid bitch.
Ugh.
And also he says, how can I be with someone who cheated on me? Which I understand that's one of those things you might say in the moment, but it also comes across to be like, no woman cheats on Eric.
Yeah.
It's also especially rough because she's just
Sobbing.
the whole time. She's not making excuses.
No.
She's not trying to defend herself. She's not angry
She's
at
just
all.
saying, I have to
She's
tell
just,
you,
like,
and I want to say sorry.
Literally at the end of the phone call, on her knees, doubled over, sobbing so hard she can't make words.
Yeah.
Until he hangs up on her.
Yeah.
Now, later in the episode, and we'll get to it, they have other phone calls that are way less rough
Yes.
than this. And here's the thing. This would be very devastating news to hear.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously already had some weird trust issues from both sides
wasn't
in their
stable.
relationship.
And if you have sort of like the small town, us against the world, we would never betray each other. We're the only ones we can rely on.
We're two weirdos in this small town.
Yeah.
And I do think he is afraid of losing her because she's being successful. I think he thinks she's going to win this. She's going to go off. She's going to instantly dump him.
On the other thing,
it doesn't
I think,
excuse some of the things he says.
No.
I'm not saying
Right.
that.
And the other, I have so much sympathy for her watching this because she's like, this is the first time she's left Arkansas.
Yeah.
This is the first time she has seen herself as a desirable person. Of course it would go to your head. Of course it would.
And you're having these men that are just infatuated with you.
Mm-hmm. And you're becoming infatuated with an idea of yourself that you have never had before. And you're like 21 years old.
You're surrounded by friends who are loving you.
Mm-hmm. And you like feel good about yourself and you need a way to express that. Like I felt, and you're obviously a deeply sexual person on top of all that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I felt so much sympathy for her because she doesn't try to excuse herself or defend herself or anything. She just clearly just feels so horrible. Yeah. And I have a lot of sympathy.
has felt horrible the whole time.
And from this vantage point, I'm also like, you're both just so young. Because I was watching this episode with my husband, and then like we had a full discussion about like what cheating on each other would be like in a very like we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
We tell each other about the crushes we have on other people. We've been together forever. It's not a big deal.
Right.
We've discussed various scenarios. And for these two, it's almost like they never even thought they would be capable of cheating on each other.
Yeah.
Which is just like such a high superhuman ideal.
Perfection that no one gets.
Just a crazy standard to hold themselves and other people to.
Well, I can get into this a little bit, but like the idea, this kind of idealized like, oh, my grandparents were together for blah, 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 and it never happened. And like, you don't know.
Nope.
You don't know anyone else's relationship.
Grandma's not going to tell you that story.
Right. Yeah. The time that Grandpa kept walking out on her to have sex with his mistress. Like, of course you're not going to know that story.
Or even like, Grandpa fucked up once and hooked up at an office party is not a story that you're going to get told.
Right. So, like, this ideal relationship is just not ever happening for the most part. But yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
But yeah, Eric does not come off great. He redeems himself a little bit later on.
I actually think he redeems himself a decent amount.
He does a pretty good job, and he's clearly very...
Because I want to have some sympathy for him, too.
Of course, I do as well.
I do.
That when you hear something like that I think he also thinks has been coming, and but he's still, like, probably holding out hope. No, she won't do that to me.
Yeah.
And then when that happens... Again, not excusing the language, but you say things you don't mean when you're shocked and angry in the moment. So,
and this is potentially his worst fear coming true.
Yeah.
And also I think part of it is that she's in another country, and so there's literally no way they can get to each other at this point.
Yeah, he just gets to hear this information and then
deal with it.
See her. Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Photo shoot.
This is a weird photo shoot because one thing that happens, okay, first of all, they're going to be paired up.
Yep.
It's going to be black and white photography.
Yep.
And also, they say something that doesn't come up that I can tell, which they have two photographers, and they're going to be shooting them from two different angles. But
I
we
only got one
ever-
of their names.
Yeah.
I got Alex Montenegro.
Great.
I didn't.
It's
get the
also
other one.
strange because whenever they look at the photo, they look at like from the
Neck up.
and then from like the knee down.
I think it's that they actually did have full photos,
nudity, yeah.
but we just didn't see that.
I'm just surprised they didn't just like blur out
I know.
what we couldn't see,
Which
so
is
we
what
could
they do
see a
later.
whole photo. Yeah, it just seems like a strange choice.
Yeah. But also, I thought that was going to be one camera was kind of focused on one girl, one camera was focused on the other, and we were going to get a photo for each girl.
Or like different angles.
That's
or,
what
yeah.
I mean.
Mhm.
I was like, why introduce that two photographers, two angles thing and only give us one ultimate picture?
To be fair, they also emphasized
That's
that
weird.
like accessories were going to be a part of it, and
we
they
see
were
no
not.
accessories.
They were
Sometimes they're not wearing
They
shoes.
say we're gonna give you. No, they're all wearing shoes the whole
No,
time. Oh, really?
when they're in the water, they're not wearing shoes.
Okay, because I kept like looking at their tiny little. I'm like, these shoes are.
Well, no.
Like it's also the shoes give you the least amount of coverage possible.
I know they were wearing shoes partially,
Mm.
like, but when they had Shandy and Joanna in the water, they have no shoes on, which is just like strange.
And all the girls are up to do it, but a little nervous, except for April.
Is stoked.
April, before Mr. J can even finish his sentence, is like, it's going to be nudity. Yeah, and Mercedes is like, I'm not comfortable being nude, especially with April. And I was like, I know what you're saying, but also it's very funny because of who April is
Because
in this
she
cycle.
just wishes Sarah was there.
Yeah.
Mr. J does a couple weird things here. He is wearing some thick leather gloves for no reason
No
that
reason.
I can tell.
He just came from riding his moped.
And he also says that they will be giving them the classic long Italian straight weaves. And I was like, is that a thing?
Sure.
Hannah,
know, all
you just
those-
don't understand Italian
Italian
sensuality.
It's going to be my number one burn from now on.
It is a choice, because also that would make sense if this photo was done a different way, because maybe I thought, this is one of those photo shoots that was lost to my memory.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I had no idea. And I was also like, maybe they're going to cover their breast with the
That's
The
what
weave.
I
hair,
thought.
They've
which
done
is usually
that.
what happens.
They've done that in other, like the on top of a horse nude shoot. Get ready.
the treasures
The Lady
that wait us.
Godiva
Yeah.
photo shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Mercedes says, this is really cute. She was like, modeling is art, but I wasn't expecting this kind of art.
Not porny gross art. That's what she means. It
Well,
was just
I mean,
hilarious.
especially with April.
I think April is trying to help, but she just makes the situation worse because Shandy and Joanna go first, and April and Mercedes are watching them, and then Mercedes is like, sure, they're pretty, but what do you think the boys back home think of when they think of sexy? And Mercedes is just like, like, it's not, I think she's trying to pump her teammate up instead of like, she should just be really chill about it.
I think
Yes and no.
yeah.
I actually think April was tackling it from the angle that was probably the most likely to be successful with Mercedes.
Yeah.
Because Mercedes was the one of the four that was the least comfortable.
For sure.
Well, she's
clearly.
also the youngest, right?
Maybe.
I think she is.
Yeah.
But I think it's a mix of not being comfortable with it and also being afraid that she's going to be the worst at it.
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
think April was just trying to like
Pump her up.
pump her up, and it just was
Backfired.
too much.
Yes. She
Yeah.
just got a little overexcited.
Because
Plus, what's April's version of chill?
No, April has no chill.
April is
Sleep.
April is
sleep mode.
such
Power,
the
batteries
butch.
out.
She's such the butch in this whole situation.
Oh yeah, she would be an amazing power lesbian.
Oh my God.
if it was an option.
Uh,
So they do Joanna and Shandy first. Joanna is modeling so hard.
Is it? I wondered. Is it because Shandy is not doing well?
Yes,
Okay.
Joanna is like, I am gonna make this photo work. Shandy, you stand there and look sad. I will
gonna-
model around you, and this will be a photograph.
It was.
Yeah,
And also,
she makes it happen.
Yeah.
Joanna, based on the critiques that she's gotten, is probably thinking this is also going to be a challenge because this is body, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that everyone keeps slapping in my face.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, Shandy, thinnest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Not going to be an issue.
I think it almost is probably helpful for her that Shandy is borderline catatonic because then she can't focus on her own insecurities. She's like, well, I need to make this photo happen, and she
Yeah.
can't. She doesn't even have like time to think about her body.
Yeah.
They kill it. They do a really good job.
Yep.
It's another beautiful set. The light that is coming in while they're taking these photos. It's almost a shame that they're black and white because there's this like golden light that's pouring in through the
Yeah.
window.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, am I wrong about this? Or did this cycle not have a Tyra photo shoot?
No.
Mm.
No.
No, she was just there a lot.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't think she took the
It's
photos.
interesting, though. That's like a big tradition. And we've
Yeah.
had 2 different black and white photo shoots.
Yeah.
No, because she didn't do the beauty photo shoot.
Right.
No.
Oh, that's
No,
interesting.
she's done a lot of coaching. She's way too focused on getting that single.
Single out.
It's been 6 years.
So then they go to...
And then April and Mercedes go.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it when we get to that.
Yeah, but basically their thing is that, like, April is talking a lot.
She's trying to art direct, essentially.
Which
And
wouldn't-
Mr. J even said she's kind of trying to come in
Which
from a job.
I think is, once again, her trying to make Mercedes more comfortable.
Yeah, I also think that
Yeah.
she's just saying out loud what she normally says in her head to herself.
Yeah.
And it
Because
would
she has
be-
to communicate it to another person.
Mhm.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And so I think it would have been fine. April would have done great if it was just April.
Yeah, she probably would have. I mean, she already did kill the nude photo shoot the
Yeah.
first week, so.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So they go to this cafe.
This deserted cafe
It-
in a
it's just a
deserted
sidewalk.
street in a deserted town.
Except when there's like a one old lady behind them as Shandy's asking about
Well,
things.
let's say this is... I put the note. This cycle, Tyra spends so much time with the girls.
Well, she
Yeah.
sensed they were about to eat again.
Yep.
So she popped up.
Well, especially, I think also in this foreign country, Tyra doesn't have a lot to do.
Yeah.
So she's fully available for all these little interactions. And she comes and she's originally just going to do like, hey, let's eat. And then
We'll
she
have
wants
cappuccinos.
she wants to do the classic, like,
have you changed?
have you changed?
Well, at first she's like, "Do you have any advice? Who wants advice? Who has questions about Italy?"
But beep beep. April has a new narrative
It's bullshit. This is a lie.
This is a lie.
This is a full lie.
where she says that, oh, you say I'm nervous at panel, but it's because I'm so attracted to Nigel Barker.
Because I'm turned on.
yeah,
It's not going to save you now, April.
they all talk about being horny. And then Shandy's like, can I ask you a personal question? And Tyra's like, I guess, what's she going to say on camera? No. Bye. She says, yes. She's like, have you ever cheated on anybody? And Tyra thinks for a moment. It's like, no. And then Shandy, this is one of my favorite moments. Shandy's like, well, has anyone ever cheated on, like, you? And Tyra's like, oh, yeah. Well, everybody cheated on Tyra. Like, it's,
Tyra is great in this conversation.
She really is.
Also,
she does
very
a
mature, very
great
good.
job. And she's like, she's like, I went to Italy. She's like, he was a male model child. Whoo! Like, she gets really into her own story. And then she's like, now when I'm with my man, I tell him, like, go out, flirt, and then come home and do me.
Yeah.
and she also punches her fist. Come home and do
Do me.
me.
It's-
I'm like, ooh.
It's great.
She likes it hard.
It's really good advice.
You know what? Tyra had a great mother.
Yes.
Yeah.
she
Has.
did. Mhm.
And I think Tyra is also probably going to be a wonderful mother to that child
Yeah.
she now has.
Mhm.
Because she's basically a mother to these girls in this situation.
Yeah.
And she's giving Shandy good advice. And she's just like, the whole
Well,
thing
she
is
doesn't. She
just-
doesn't push it. So she says that to
She
Shandy. and
doesn't
Shandy's
push
like,
advice,
okay.
really.
And then she sort of looks at Shandy out of the corner of her eye. She's like,
Did you?
Did someone cheat on you? Shandy,
She assumes Eric cheated.
yeah.
She's
She's
like,
like, did your boyfriend cheat on you?
What was
She's
weird
like,
is-
no. And then she like does this little look around the table and she's like, did you cheat? Like she's very gentle.
It was
with her.
weird that she didn't know. Like, that seemed like such a strange,
Well, she might not have watched the
produced
footage
moment,
yet.
I guess.
Yeah.
yeah, what,
This happened the night before.
what
you know?
producer hadn't gotten on her headset, though, for real?
She didn't get the dailies.
But
And then
that's what I
she-
like about it,
she
too. It's a very
gives
gentle
really-
conversation.
They're all really good to Shandy. She's like, look, it happens. People make mistakes.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like people cheat, and like I said, nobody judges her for having sex, which is
No.
really nice.
Yeah.
So then Shandy calls Eric,
Mm-hmm.
and he kind of forgives her.
The big note from this conversation for me is the second. First of all, he's much calmer.
Yes.
They still need to talk. They need to do whatever. But he's like, he said, and this is a great thing to hear from him, I don't want you to give up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's like, you get that contract.
You get that contract.
Make it
do
worth
this.
it, kind of.
Yeah,
Mhm.
basically.
but he doesn't say that.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't say that. But
yeah, because that would have been a shitty thing to say.
It would have been,
Yeah.
but it's kind of it's lurking in the shadows.
But
It is a little,
he
yeah.
still loves her in the sense that he definitely still wants her, whether or not they still have a relationship, to be successful in this thing that she really cares about.
Yeah. Well,
That's a
he's
great
like,
message.
He's like, do you still want to be with me? And she says yes. And he's like, well, okay. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and they did stay together after this, and then eventually broke up later.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So we go to panel with guest judge Stephen Fairchild
Mm-hmm.
and Sexy Watch
I know he's noted and sexy for the first time ever
because of April.
because of April. April, you made this happen.
Oh my God. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
April made him sexy and noticed.
Yep.
yeah,
Also, Janice
ca-
does an Italian accent, and it's terrible.
bad.
Well, there's a weird edit when they're walking into this room they have like the funeral death march music.
Yes.
And it's so weird because panel usually has the same stock, pretty upbeat, but like, oh, it's getting down to business
Yeah,
music.
they don't usually do the funeral music until they come back in after the judging
Yes,
panel. Yeah,
but they do
like
this
the
like
doo-doo-doo-doo.
as if panel is going to be the worst, saddest thing ever, and it's just not.
It's not at all. Do you want to wear that top, though? April, Mercedes, and Joanna? So let me break it down. I'll go most ridiculous to funniest. So April is wearing...
What an impossible scale.
I love it.
It makes sense on my notes.
Yeah, great.
So April is wearing a full opera curtain spiderweb top that's like hot nonsense. Mercedes looks like a weird secret agent, and Joanna looks like Mercedes Control. It's so bizarre. And Tyra looks wet for some reason.
Tyra,
I don't know.
Does Tyra want to wear that top? Tyra is wearing a lilac lycra belly shirt with a giant belt buckle at the bottom, paired with a brown pencil skirt.
And this is one of those outfits that's already pretty nonsensical when she's seated.
down.
And then when you see her at the end, I remember being like, I have a note that's just like, Tyra, what? Like, and I was like, I don't even remember what it is.
Oh
and
yeah,
now I remember.
I will say I can't wait till we get to the next episode because I go on a whole journey with her outfit.
Oh,
that final judging panel.
that last outfit is the first time that I have multiple notes about one outfit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a journey.
But
a
it's
process.
also one that I remember. It's iconic. Okay, here's the thing.
All right.
So, luckily, these tops do not stay on long.
No.
Because they are going to give them a challenge,
Yep.
which they all...
Is this like your favorite challenge?
This
I
is
love
inspired.
these. I love these kind of quick, let's see what
Project Runway.
Quick fire, essentially.
quick fire challenges.
Yeah.
But also, I like any challenge where everyone is literally given the exact same criteria
Yeah.
and challenge. It's obviously personal to you because you have your own body, your own thing, whatever. But this is everyone gets like a blue t-shirt, scissors, some
A couple
accoutrements,
markers,
yeah, and they can wear their own pants if they want to and whatever.
Yeah.
But they need to design that t-shirt and can do anything they want to it to come back in with a look that like fits them and is also that Italian sensuality we
And
keep
red
talking
carpet
about.
ready, I think
Yeah,
they said. Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And so they all do it. We get a quick montage, and then we come back, and I have thoughts.
Hmm?
I never have thoughts on tops.
I also have thoughts.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Well.
actually, usually I don't. The point is, so I'll go in order down the line of how from Shandy to
Mercedes.
So yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's how they kind of order them. So Shandy comes in a very asymmetrical, has cut off an entire shoulder,
Yeah.
and she explains, I was told my shoulders are good, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I need to show more, and I'm wearing pants, so I'm going to show my collarbone.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't she also like do a strip around her neck? Is like
yeah, she's got
She has a
she's got, like,
choker.
choker.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think she looks hot.
Yeah,
I think she looks
I
great.
great.
And
Janice-
Janice makes the good point of, I did not know you had good shoulders, and you showed them, so smart.
But she also says that was an excellent choice to whack it up.
Yeah.
She does say whack it up.
Mhm.
I'm
We should
not
all
sure.
start saying whack
Whack it up.
And I'm going to say, guys, it's always
In
a good
addition
choice.
to you don't understand Italian sensuality.
Yeah.
Joanna's next.
Joanna's is the worst.
It's a trash bag.
I wasn't that mad at you on it.
No, it's a trash.
Joanna's is the prototype for Tyra's outfit next episode because she cuts it at a weird angle and then ties a ribbon on the
She
side.
says a bow to set it up.
Set it off.
Off.
She says up.
No, she says off.
Okay.
This is I'm gonna
It's
take
Kyle Carl all over
This is
again.
a Kyle Carl situation, and I want to have it.
There's no fact checking though at this point. We've watched the episode.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, it's the worst, and I
It's
hate
horrible.
this narrative that we've always been told and never shown that she's the one that understands, gets, loves fashion, but she
Cannot dress herself.
cannot apply it.
Yeah.
She cannot apply it. I actually don't hate April's that much.
I also don't.
I didn't like it.
April made the choice to actually just kind of make a dress out of it.
I applaud the instinct. I hate the visible panty.
Nigel loves the visible panty.
No, he doesn't. He loves it while also judging her for it because he's a douche.
Yeah.
I like the idea though of her look.
Nigel, you're sexy now, but you're also still a douche.
You're still a douche.
But I like the idea because
Garbage.
everyone else just used the pants they had on. I do like that April was trying to go above
I
and
applaud
beyond.
the creativity. I do applaud
Yes.
the creativity.
If it was a real dress that was sewn and not held together by a safety pin, it would have been kind of cute.
But I do.
She
I
also
do think
ponytails
that,
her hair, which is an interesting choice.
I do think that when she wants to put on a sexy outfit, she goes a little.
Slutty.
Yeah, it goes.
It's a
little
little
slutty.
Euro trashy.
Well, remember from way back when, her whole style thing was,
I like
like
being
skin.
naked. Well, she says at one point, she said on the photo shoot, she's like, I would prefer posing nude to posing with clothes on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she loves being naked.
And then Mercedes is really fun because as people, I like it.
I don't
I
at all.
liked it too.
As people in the panel say, I think it's Eric maybe.
Mhm.
He's like, you wouldn't know that that was a t-shirt.
Yeah.
It looks like you cut it so well. Oh,
And Stephen Fairchild is like, if you can cut that quick, that fast, you need to come work for
I
me.
think
Yeah,
it looks
seriously.
messy. I think the cuts look messy.
I mean, the cuts do look messy, but she made a different shaped, like nobody else
Sure.
shaped
In like
that
an-
shirt.
in like 30 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
I'm
She like got lines, you know what I mean?
I
It
guess.
looked designed on
Okay.
purpose.
I didn't like it, but I get that.
I mean, of all of them, it was the least.
T-shirty?
Yeah, exactly. Basically.
Yes,
Sure.
for sure.
Not Joanna's?
Aw.
I'm sorry.
the worst.
Setting it off or setting it up. That ribbon was not the thing.
No, it was not the
But
look.
I do think that also that
Not the look at all.
April had the opportunity to make herself look more like a model. And she's the one whose outfit looks the least
She looked like
a
a
model.
date.
She looks like well, they say Jenna says she looks like she's going to the club. It's a good club outfit, but
Sure.
she doesn't.
Yeah.
You need to take every opportunity to prove that you are a
Model. Yeah. And
she
not
doesn't-
just sexy.
She doesn't do that here.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's also kind of shocking me that they keep making these mistakes because they've had multiple teaches on how to dress.
Yep.
Well, and
And
Shandy is
some
clearly taking
some
it.
cycles they don't have any.
Yeah. It's true.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So we get to the
I
photos.
miss Simon Doonan.
Yeah, remember when he called Katie a hoe?
That was the best part of the season. Cycle.
He's back with his salty sea winches.
Salty-
What were they?
Salty Dark
Harp.
Horse.
Yeah. Dark horse.
Dark horse. That's what it was.
Dark Horse who raised him.
So, Shandy and Joanna, it looks amazing.
Oh my god.
It's sexy. It's
It
contrasted.
looks like a still from a movie.
Yeah.
Like in a
Mhm.
60s Italian, like Bertolucci
Yeah.
movie. It's so good.
It's hot.
They both look good too.
Mhm.
Yeah, Shandy
I
doesn't
think-
look so catatonic.
Joanna especially kills it, I'm going to say.
And I think it's because
Oh yeah, Joanna's
Yeah.
the clear winner.
and they're
of
like
this.
oh, your body doesn't look bad. And I'm like, it's because she's not in clothes.
Yeah, because she's not dressing herself.
I
properly.
also thought the same thing.
Yeah.
I truly think she just can't dress herself.
Yeah. But Shandy looks good too.
Yeah.
And it like the photo tells a story.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And then we have April.
The story
and,
of where's our clothes?
April
happened?
and Mercedes. Which it's weird that they chose one because we only in the photo shoot saw April leaned against the wall with Mercedes
Mm.
cuddled up. And then they switched it for this photo that they picked. And I think it looks kind of incesty.
Well, I think someone even says that they kind of look like sisters.
Sisters, yeah.
This one's a lot sweeter, while the other one was sexy.
I didn't see sweet.
I don't think
No,
it
I
showed-
did actually. I think if you just look at the top up, it does kind of look like sisters. It actually reminds me of a lot of those things, and this is a niche reference, but in Sailor Moon, once she had her daughter, they have a lot of like artwork that's her like little chibi moon
Sure.
on her, like, and they're both
get
kind
that.
of like anime nude with so like no actual like details.
Yeah.
I
And like
just don't think-
and that's what it reminded me of.
It doesn't fit the challenge though.
No.
No. Because, and I think
which is
that's
the problem.
beyond other reasons, that's the reason Joanna and Shandy had the best photo is, again, this whole thing was sensuality,
Yep.
sex, Italian.
Mhm. And I don't think the photo shows either Mercedes or April to their best
No.
advantage.
No.
It's just not a good angle for April.
Not at
Her
all.
face comes off like very two-dimensional.
up her nose.
Weirdly. Yeah.
And Tyra mentions that she got feedback
Mhm.
that she tried to art direct,
Yes.
Yeah.
basically. And which is kind of the only negative critique in a big way that anyone gets.
Mhm.
And this is one of those things that they have a little bit of a debate, but it's pretty clear the writing is on the wall for April.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because this is one of those things that we don't always get this with the top four. Cycle to cycle, the top four is interesting to me because I think sometimes the top four is like this, where if anyone had been eliminated for any reason that I just didn't expect but was in this episode particularly, you would have been like, okay.
Mhm.
Sometimes when you get to top four, the top three is so obvious, and we're just kind of waiting for the end of the
Yeah.
episode where they finally get rid of that person who skated by.
Yeah.
And I just don't. I think this was one of the other kind where it's all top 4 could have been something.
Yeah.
And because April made this one
Bad
kind
decision.
of bad decision, it was just the end of her.
Well, and I think
Because to be fair, Mercedes has been in the bottom more.
Yeah.
I think from the judge's perspective, also, April is the one who's listening to them the least within this particular episode.
Yes.
And they've always questioned how much she wants it, while the other 3 that are remaining, no one's questioning the want.
Well, and Eric says something. I think it's Eric who says this. I can't remember.
If it's good, let's credit him. Eric forever. Nicholson. Yum, 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 yum.
Somebody says that April is acting like a model.
I think it was Eric.
It was, yes.
She's trying to
Tell you this is what a model is. This is
Yeah.
how a model dresses.
Yeah, and it doesn't come off
natural.
Yeah.
Genuine.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, it's the very opposite of Joanna from last episode, where even when she's just listening to someone, she's kind of modeling.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So obviously April goes home. Right decision.
What's the
at
call
this
out order
point.
specifically?
Joanna, Shandy,
Joanna, Shandy,
Mercedes April.
April.
Yeah. I do think it was the right decision. Oh, I also wrote this thing when Tyra is talking a lot more to all of them.
Yes.
And she says to Shandy that she's giving hope to these awkward girls who are in Walgreens and who never think they're going to be beautiful. And she's right. And it's very moving. But I also wrote, Shandy is giving hope to thin white women everywhere.
Finally. Finally, tell all these people of color and mixed races to go home. So April, similar to Sarah, is devastated.
Yep.
This is
Yeah.
the most emotion we've ever seen. And she says 2 quotes that are interesting. One is, I never lose.
I don't understand. I always win everything.
I always win. Yeah.
Which
I
I think
always
she
win
does.
everything. Yeah.
Anything she sets her mind to, she kills.
And then she says, I can't go back to what I'm doing because it was killing me. And I was like, when was...
That is
Why didn't we
storyline.
get this narrative?
Yeah.
Even in her last 30 seconds, she throws out another narrative.
She will. She
Final update.
Every storyline.
April leaves the way she came in, giving new narrative. I'll miss April. This was one of the most fun episodes for April.
Yeah.
She had great
I
talking
really feel like she
head.
came into her own this episode, which is a bummer.
I do like that as the first Asian American, whether she knows it or not, person to be on the show, that she made it pretty far.
Yeah.
And I think it was
Yeah.
a good representation.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it didn't rely, it wasn't like, and I'm the Asian girl.
Right.
And it did feel like, as much as I like to mock her because she makes it so fun,
Yeah.
she was really learning and working.
Mhm.
And once again, I'm punching up because she's stunning and smart and like
Yeah.
everything I
Successful.
will never be. so-
Literally. Oh.
Speaking of, no.
Oh, okay.
April's fine. April is actually one of the people that she also comes back in a future cycle to be like a guest teacher for a thing because she did a lot of hosting after
a
this.
ton
Right,
of hosting.
right.
I went on her website. She has this like cute little note on the front. But I mostly looked at
April
her.
Winkler, if you're looking.
Yes, I looked at her bio mostly. She has a ton of directing work. She's like done a lot of segment directing on different shows.
Mhm.
That doesn't surprise me.
A ton of hosting work, and then a decent amount of acting work too. She had like a couple episodes on Kimmy Schmidt. Like she's working, she's doing the thing.
Yeah, it's really fun. She had signed with Wilhelmina Models, which eventually
The
became
top.
the prize.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's done a lot print, runway, acting. She had a pretty full IMDb page.
Mhm.
She still looks. April's interesting because some people like Sarah and Camille a little bit don't look like they've aged. April does look like she's like you can tell she's older, but she still looks like April. She's still very stunning. She's still very beautiful. It's just interesting.
We
because
also forget how young she was.
that's the thing is I think she was, as one of the younger contestants, still coming to her own. She has like a little kind of like a thinner face now and some stuff. So you wouldn't necessarily recognize her immediately, but she's still very much like, the April, the robot that we know and love.
That's right.
We do love her.
Yeah.
All in good fun.
And her bio,
Oh.
so funny, is open heart emoji. So open heart.
Uh-huh.
Open heart with backbone.
It's a steel backbone.
Yeah. It's what she considers a backbone in some way, shape, or form.
Exoskeleton.
Yeah. But she's super fun. She also does, she just does so much work.
That's nuts. Like clearly the girl has work ethic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And like, still, this is a very recent photo. Still just,
Oh yeah, still stunning.
still so stunning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Still so lovely.
Yep.
Good for her. I'm so glad that this check-in hasn't been
Sad.
sad so
Well.
far. I mean, we're getting there. But in general, what's nice is one thing we've talked about a lot with Cycle 2 is that generally all of these seem like smart, nice, put together, beautiful women.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that good things are still
I
happening.
really
want
to, I hadn't revisited Cycle 2 in a really long time.
Me neither, yeah.
And you got to give props to the casting. They cast this season so
Really well.
Well, there are a ton of people to root for. There's a ton of interpersonal drama. There's a ton of plausible winners.
And even more racial diversity than I think maybe any other cycle ever had.
Yeah.
It's a very
'Cause it was, like,
very
low-key.
impressive.
Yeah, it was one of those things that there was so much. And also someone like Sarah as a half Persian model. I don't know how many other Persian people we got on the show at all.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Or Middle Eastern generally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's
That-
we're finales
Next.
next.
Ooh, we're excited.
Girlie becomes America's Next Model.
Tune into that next week. I'm Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jean Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Grump.
And we'll see you on top.
Podleadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.